How much I cannot.
Should it be top of his list in terms of
that,
what he's looking at, for example?
in the sense, Evans, in Ghana, if we want to be truthful, everybody, everyone, every Ghanaian is a briber and a bribee. We bribe, we accept, we take. That is the truth. That's the whole thing. The problem is those of us sharing our concerns, and if we need something, the very things we are talking against, we do them in order, to obtain desired services. You want to appoint a chief justice. The person the Constitution has entrusted with this very huge responsibility is not fit for purpose, in the sense that the person, I'm not speaking of the current president, but successive post-independence heads of state and prime ministers, they will always choose the one they will feel comfortable with, the one who will be loyal to them. And in doing so, will sacrifice, the qualities of virtue, courage that we all, expect to find in our chief justices. I don't mean to disparage either Justice Tokonu or Unikulendi, but the truth must be told. You appoint a chief justice, and the judicial secretary, who is the head of the personnel of the judicial service, is a relative of the person who nominates. And you put the person there, as a sort of guard over the chief justice. What do you expect the chief justice to do? Because the judicial secretary is supposed to be the chief scribe of the chief justice, and the judicial secretary is the president's relative. You see, that is number one. Number two, in doing this, elsewhere, there's a search for the CJ, for the person. And there's a search committee. Under the Constitution, if you look at Article 57, everything has been entrusted into the hands of one person. And therefore, that one person will wake up one morning and decide, this is the person to be my Chief Justice, regardless of the feelings of the nation. And until we are able to right this deficiency, we will not be able to find, the persons we want. If you go back, to the period soon after independence, we had Sir Akukosa, who looked Kwame Nkrumah in the face and said, I will do according to the dictates of the Constitution. Sack me. He was sacked. Sark Odiado came. He suffered the same fate. Edward Kufuado, Bannerman, Azukra. Then after a period, when Rawlings came, he became the person who be loyal and committed to my goals and ideals. No longer, the person with judicial zeal or virtue in him or her. And therefore, unless we get the framework and parameters right, we are not going to get, the right caliber of persons. If you appoint a chief justice, and the chief justice himself or herself is being supervised by relatives of, they call it the nominator, that person from day one becomes a shadow of himself or herself.
Are you advocating for a review of the appointment process?
Sure.
What would you have in place of what we currently have?
After independence, Ghana had the Civil Service Commission, which is today's Judicial Council. And the composition reflected all shades of Ghanaian society. Today, if you are not, amongst us, you are not one of us, you are not fit for purpose. That is the game, play now. So what I would like, to see happen is a review, a complete overhaul of the Judicial Council. If you look at the constitutional representations, and the way the appointments are done. Oh, I know Martin Pebu, he comes from my area, put him there. I know Evans, I know him, he's running this, he's a host, and I put him there. As to whether the person has the right ingredients to execute or discharge the functions is none of the points that one will be looking for. So if we reconstitute or review the appointing authorities and the instrument such that the people we put there are fit for purpose, then chief justices will not be looking over their shoulder to find out if what they are doing will be in the best interest of the president.